Good morning, and thank you all for joining the MEBAA show press briefing. We're very excited for the event and excited to brief you all today about the event and all the new features and what's happening this year. So our focus today is going to be on, firstly, briefing you on the event. So we have some opening remarks from Ali Al-Naqvi, followed by Tim Hawes, who will give us a presentation on the event. We will then open the floor to questions from our media colleagues. Feel free to, when we get to the Q&A part, to write your questions in the chat, or if you prefer to ask the question verbally, then just raise your hand and introduce yourself, and you know, that's how we'll run it. And also just a reminder that our focus is on questions around the MEBAA show, so please make sure that we keep them relevant. And without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Ali Al-Naqvi, founder and executive chairman of MEBAA, to begin our press briefing. Thank you, Ali.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. It's great to have you, my dear partner, my dear friends, the media, and we always value your presence, and we wouldn't be where we are without you. So thank you very, very much. I would like to little bit talk about the history. I remember when we started earlier in the days. And you remember, this is like 20 years from now. We had about 2 or 3 aircraft on the statics and a few exhibitors attending MEBAA show. And you guys kindly asked me, where are we going to head with this? You know, are we really in the right direction? Are you starting in the right platform? And you know, we said, well, let's see. We have a plan. And we execute that plan. And I'm so pleased now to talk about our 10th edition, 2 decades since we started the show. And the show is continue growing from strength to another strength. And I have to thank you, you know, the media. I have to thank you, my partners. I have to thank you, my colleague. I consider you a main pillar of the success that we have achieved at the MEBAA show. So MEBAA show has been growing significantly, and everybody's seen it. It's a growth from strength to another one over the years. The biannual show has, you know, took its position worldwide. So we now almost, when we come to the size of the show, we are almost at the same level of our other show around the globe, whether it's the US or in the Europe. And I'm pleased to say that this is very important for the area, and it's a confidence that we've seen, you know, over the years. That the industry in the Middle East and North Africa, and coming from the United Arab Emirates, from Dubai, has leading, you know, and coming strongly every year over year. So it's without, you know, going, Tim will give you a lot of detail about where we stand today from the show, and the figures that we are proud to share with you. And this is going to be for the first time. We haven't shared any information to anybody else. This is going to be the first time we share a lot of detail with you, because we really consider you are a partner with us. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for your time. And of course, I look forward to welcome you, everyone, on the 10th of December. And I would look forward to see your coverage as well. And by that, I would like, you know, to pass it to the moderator back again. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you, Ali. Much appreciated. We'll now hand over to Tim Hawes, Managing Director for Informa, who will take us through the presentation on the MEBAA show. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Ali, and thank you to all the media for attending this morning. As Ali said, this is our 10th edition of the show. I think MEBAA has a fantastic standing now in the Middle East for business aviation. And not only in the Middle East, we're seeing from our growth in the show for this edition and the uptake on business aviation in the Middle East, the MEBAA show is truly becoming one of the international and global recognized events in business aviation. We see that through all of our numbers. We see it through the interest levels, the visitors, and also the static display. This year we have 145 exhibitors. That's a 20% increase on the previous edition. We have 64 new exhibitors coming to the event. This represents the interest levels from around the world. We have over 10,000 visitors that we expect in December. 25 aircraft on display, of which 11 of those are new aircraft taking place at MEBAA for the first time. We expect as we get closer to the actual show dates, we will be closer to 30 aircraft on display. This is a significant growth from previous years. We have a 41% increase in our aircraft display. So it really will be not only a fantastic exhibition, but also static display as well. Something that we introduced in 2022 was the BizAv Talks, providing on-the-floor content during the exhibition days. And we have 55 top industry speakers throughout the 3 days. Some of our returning exhibitors, Boeing Business Jets, Airbus, Bombardier, Embraer, Dassault, Qatar Executive coming back to the show, Honeywell, Royal Jets, and Cessna. We have a huge number of new exhibitors, as I mentioned. Falcon will have a large launch at the show this year, and a number of other new exhibitors coming for the first time, either through exhibiting, through our startups, through first-time exhibitor pods, or through bringing aircraft. So we're thankful to the reach and also the large volume of international companies that see the Middle East and see MEBAA as a valuable point to do business and also to exhibit their products. Some of the aircraft on display, just as a snapshot, Dassault will be exhibiting the Falcon 6X and 8X. We have new to the event for this time, UAS International Trip Support with the Global Express. Bombardier, Comlux, Embraer will all have aircraft on display. We have a number of Gulfstream also through Qatar Executive. We have the Skymark Gulfstream G600, and Falcon will also be showcasing their new livery of the Global 6500. Just an understanding of the exhibition hall itself. We have a fantastic array of exhibitors coming to the show either for the first time or all the familiar faces that you've seen before. We have a very interactive exhibition, gone up another level from those who attended in 2022. We have a focused AAM pavilion with Joby and Lilium having mock-ups on display. We have our operators lounge, BizAv Talks, which is the 3 days of content. We have our media lounge. On the left-hand side, the smaller stands that you can see are our first-time exhibitors. They will be coming to the region. These are smaller companies with great interest in showcasing their products and matchmaking, looking for partners in the region. We also have our startups, which is the first time we'll be hosting a specific startup pavilion. And the middle and the hub of the show is our MEBAA Show Cafe, where all the activities, networking, will be taking place. Coming out from the middle of the MEBAA Show Cafe, we have our show-ready smaller stands. This is a sustainability initiative as part of developing sustainability within shows. These are all sustainable, reusable stands that we have coming out from the middle, and then our larger exhibitors at the front of the entrance and also going out to the static display. On the static, currently we have 25 aircraft. As I say, there will be some additional ones that will be confirming over the next few weeks, taking us to around the 30 mark as we get closer to the show in December. Some of the new features on our static display include the Ricas Hospitality. This is a high-end hospitality chalet that's available and bookable for all meetings. This is in addition to the chalets that we have from a number of our exhibitors. And the first time coming to the show, we also have our Luxury Boulevard. This is another networking hospitality hub with a number of luxury products on display as an exhibit around the fantastic aircrafts that we have. Some of the show features and new initiatives for 2024. As I mentioned, we have our startups. So this is a platform for international startups to showcase their innovations. Some of these are looking for investment and also looking for business partners in the Middle East. So it's a fantastic opportunity to bring these companies into the show. And they're certainly companies that we hope to see around in the aviation industry over the next few years. Our AAM pavilion, as I mentioned, we have Lilium and Joby, both with mock-ups on display, as well as a number of other companies looking at the focus for AAM. This is an area that's obviously having significant attention, and many of these companies see the UAE as one of the first movers to adopt AEM, as we've seen with the recent announcements, and something that we expect to be in play by 2026 in the region. Our Luxury Boulevard is a combination of exhibits and hospitality. Again, these are companies showcasing luxury brands and products alongside the iconic business jets that we will have on display. We also have a full program for our next gen leaders. This is working with a number of universities and colleges across the UAE, both international universities and local universities that have a passion and a specialization in aviation as well as technology. We have a full conference agenda to cater for those, as well as hosting a number of meetings for the students and faculty to meet with our fantastic exhibitors and partners. Our Platinum Guest Program was something that was introduced in 2022, and we've seen expansion and growth for that for this edition. This is an invite-only experience to host high net worth individuals, and they will have facilitated matchmaking, meetings, and also private aircraft viewings for the aircraft that are on display. We have the relaunch of our MEBAA Connect app. Again, this is an AI-powered matchmaking platform for all visitors and all exhibitors, and gives a fantastic opportunity for all of those coming to the show for easy networking, facilitated meetings. Some of these meetings will be taking place in our operators lounge throughout the chalets, as well as at the main hub in the middle of the exhibition floor. And our operators program, again, is expanded from the introduction in 2022, where we're hosting international operators, and again, offering facilitated matchmaking and introductions to the companies that we have coming to the show. Our BizAv talks, this is 3 days of content, free to attend on the show floor. We have 55 speakers, 70% of these are C-level, and we have regional and international speakers focusing on both the international business aviation industry, but more so what it means for the region, what it means for the Middle East, and what it means for the UAE. And certainly how to do business here, and discussing forward projections. Day one, the focus will be on the next frontier of business aviation. Day two, driving sustainability for the future of business aviation. And the third day will be a focus on business aviation and our Next Gen Leaders program. Just an overview of some of our fantastic speakers. As I said, both an array of international and regional expertise will be covered over the 3 days. I'll now pass you back over to Mohammed. And as I say, this is the 10th edition of the MEBAA show. We expect this to be one of the largest business aviation shows internationally. And certainly for us in the region, we can see the confidence as the business aviation industry grows in the Middle East. And we expect to have a fantastic event with a superb static display and exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, so we've completed the opening remarks and the presentation. So we'll now open the floor to questions from our media colleagues. So who would like to kick off? Just feel free to raise your hand, and just make sure to introduce yourself and your publication. If you'd like to also write your questions in the chat, you can do that as well. Okay, Danusha, would you like to kick off?
Yes, hi, good morning. Thank you for that presentation and thank you for having me here. So my question is to Ms. Ali. So a large number of millionaires are forecasted to move to the UAE. And I think according to a recent study, I think it was by Henley and Partners, it was approximately 6,700. So I'm just wondering, and a large number of these would be centimillionaires. So I'm wondering, if the demand for assets like private jets would see consistent growth. Would it see consistent growth or not? What are your thoughts on these?
Well, thank you very much. There are already a lot of millionaires has already joined and come to United Arab Emirates and to Dubai. So, and that is, for us as a MEBAA show, we welcoming their product. We welcoming for them to show off their product. We welcoming them to be part of our initiative. Now, this. We look at it as a positively. We look at it from the point of how this is going to be an opportunity for us to grow the show, because we have the support, we have more companies, we have more aircraft on more factories as well. That's what we're looking for. So for us, we look at it so positively, and this is nothing but a confidence on in the market from the international arena, and confidence as well. I look at it as a MEBAA, because MEBAA show will grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Who's got next question? Leanne, over to you.
Good morning, and thank you for hosting this briefing. Really appreciate it. Lots of good information. Of the 64 new exhibitors, I was wondering if they fall primarily into any particular categories, such as maintenance, charter, etc. Thank you.
Tim, you can take that one.
Yeah, thank you. I think the interesting number on this is that we have a broad spectrum of companies coming to the show. So this may be through manufacturers, it may be through operators, it could be MRO, also interiors companies, so as well as the AEM pavilion. So there isn't one sector that is especially performing well. I would say that all of the supply chain for business aviation are coming. Interestingly, we have a 43% increase in countries that are coming to the show. So again, this isn't just regional companies that are taking place in MEBAA. We've really seen a huge uptake of companies based in the US, Asia, and Europe that see the Middle East as a valuable place to do business. I think probably something that we're also quite unique on for this year against other shows internationally are that all of the major manufacturers will be demonstrating and showcasing their products, which is very unique for business aviation and other air shows around the world at the moment. So it's certainly an indication of the confidence in the Middle East, the potential purchasing. But yeah, it's coming from all angles and from the entire supply chain, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Ali. Who would like to go next? Any other questions from our media colleagues? Yes, Peter, over to you.
Good morning, guys. Ali, I had a question for you. As you know, Saudi Arabia released plans at the end of August to construct 6 new general aviation airports and to have FBOs or private terminals in a further 9 commercial airports. So I just wanted to get your update on Saudi Arabia and how you see that market as shaping up and how that will affect general aviation in the rest of the Middle East region. Thank you.
Peter, thank you for the questions. No doubt, a lot of Saudi representing an official government will be joining MEBAA show. So I think you will see a lot of, Saudis coming to the MEBAA show, supporting MEBAA show, exhibiting at the MEBAA show, and helping us growing the platform of the show. So, and we are always eager and ready to help Saudi when they need any requirement. So MEBAA show is going to be the platform that we will do it. Initially, we started in the UAE. We always ready to go anywhere else if they ask us to do so. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Ali. I have a question here from Azad from Emirat Al-Yom, asking what are the main factors driving the increasing demand for business jets in Dubai? And that's a question for Ali.
Azad, thank you for asking these questions. Let's talk in general. The reason behind the success of MEBAA, the association, and MEBAA show is a major element of government support. We do have a huge government support. We have the authorities, the Civil Aviation Authority, General Civil Aviation Authority, always hand by hand with us. We have the infrastructure, correct infrastructure. It's in the whole airport in the UAE, especially in Dubai, is fully supporting the business aviation growth. So these and the right environment, the economy growth, and we are contributing as a major element. MEBAA show, MEBAA show, one of the showcase that we use normally to see how good we are in producing an event like a mega event like MEBAA show, and also. The coming from the people, the company who's willing to move all the way to the UAE and to Dubai is another pillar helping us on that. We do a lot of promotion as far as the show concerned. We do so much promotion to also not only to ask the exhibitor to come to participate or to exhibit at the show, but also to show them what we are actually offering them. Flexibility, the flexibility that we're offering them, the understanding the requirement that we're offering them, and listening to their demands. So this is a very right environment and a very healthy environment for any business to come. And MEBAA show is a platform to showcase all this. Thank you, Azad.
Thanks, Ali. Dina, over to you.
Yes, hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, hi. A question from Mr. Ali, please. I would like to ask a little bit more about whether you can quantify the amount of demand growth that you're seeing for business aviation here in the UAE and the wider Middle East region. Are you able to share any industry performance numbers or indicators? That's my first question. My second, obviously, Dubai South is a major area for business jet activity, but I was wondering if you can talk at all about whether the DWC Al Maktoum new airport terminal, whether that master plan entails any new facilities or plans that you can talk about with regards to business aviation and further expansion there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina. I'll answer the second one. We are actively, working in DWC, and a lot of companies you see grow in Dubai South from all perspective, from the chartering, from MROs, a lot of MROs, and from FBOs as well. We've seen a lot of growth happening, and actually they're growing. The number is growing and the activity growing. So as far as the master plan for Dubai International Airport, it is we are in a discussion with the government of Dubai, but it's too early to even think about what going to happen in 10 years from now with regarding our operation, whether it will move back to the DXB or will stay where we are. And again, it is too early. I think there's a lot of things going to be happen and going to be discussed prior to make that decision. Now, the first question is about, remind me.
Sorry, yes, the first question was whether you can quantify the growth in demand that you've referred to. Are there any industry numbers that you can share with us?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dina, for reminding me. Yes, indeed, we have a lot of statistics and information and that data that we are preparing to share it during the show. So yes, we are gonna announce a lot. And I promise you, we will provide you with this information, but I don't want to, talk about it now because there's a lot of preparation happened to make sure that we're going to have starting sharing the data and the statistic of not only number of flight, but number of aircraft and where they're coming from, and so detailed of what type of the aircraft and where they're flying from, and so on and so forth, a lot of detail. So that's all we'll be sharing during the BizAv talk. We dedicated a time, a presentation by specialists to talk about this information and this data. So sorry, Dina, I can't break the promise that I told everybody. I'm not going to talk about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali. Thanks, Dina. We have a question from Mustafa in the chat. For Ali, ما هي نسبة نمو الطلب على طائرات الأعمال في الإمارات سنويا? So how much has there been an increase in demand in the UAE annually? And then the second question is, هل هناك تقديرات لقيمة الطائرات المعروضة وكذلك الصفقات المتوقعة خلال المعرض مقارنة بالعام الماضي? So the value of deals expected this year in comparison to last year.
That's from Mustafa, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Mustafa. Normally, during the show, you know, a lot of people doesn't want to talk about their deals because a lot of them happen privately, but the cooperative will do that. So we are expecting a lot of deals to be signed at the MEBAA show, and it will be announced as well publicly. As far as the growth, you know, the region, and especially led by the United Arab Emirates and Dubai, we led the growth in the region. We have seen a growth of up to 6-7%, you know, year after year. We have not only come to a level of 2019, but we've exceeded by almost 30%. So the growth is very obvious, and everybody knows that the real business is really to have to happen in the Middle East and North Africa, despite all what happened around us. So I'm proud to say, yes, there's a 7% year up to year growth in the business aviation and in the activities of the business aviation, and also in the number of aircraft that we are trying to register here. You know, registration is a very complex activities, but working with the authorities, you know, we are able to work very closely and then bring that element of the registration to be, perhaps UAE is the main hub of the aircraft of business aviation. We're working on that, but let's see how things develop. Thank you for the question.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ali.
Ali.
If I may add, thank you. But if I may add for this question, the UAE share of the activities of business aviation in Middle East, how is the share of UAE market?
Yes, Mustafa, thank you. UAE now represented almost about 40 to 45% of the market size in the Middle East and North Africa. So we're really coming almost to the 50% of the whole market, because, you know, I'm talking about all Arab countries here, not the GCC only. So UAE almost approaching the 50% size of the Middle East and North Africa market size.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali. Another question from Azad. How is Dubai positioning itself as a global leader in business aviation? Yes, question for Ali.
Okay, Azad, thank you for the question. You know, we are a part of the bigger platform. You know, that is, we're working with the government of Dubai, and we are one of the pillars. You know, working with the government, there is a strategy that to position ourselves not only in the economy and the real estate, but also business and the aviation, and specifically in the business aviation. I can talk about business aviation. We are so much supported, you know, and by the government of Dubai, and that's why you see the growth, and you see the number of aircraft. If you only go back 10 years, you will see the number of aircraft at the Dubai International Airport. Now they also not only they are filling on that side, but it's full in Dubai South. So the number of aircraft is so much growing, and that's because of the strategic of Dubai government working also and being MEBAA is part of it. And of course, through the MEBAA show, we could show and we could show the whole arena of the international market, that how Dubai is doing from the business aviation perspective.
Thank you, Ali. We've got time for more questions if any of our media colleagues have any additional points that they would like to learn more about. I think we may have covered everything that needs to be covered. Ali, Tim, anything else that you would like to add that maybe we haven't already discussed so far today?
Yeah, I just wanted to emphasize on one very important point, is the role that the media played in our success. And I wanted to highlight that and thank you all. Most of you has been with us from the initial day, from the beginning of the association, and from the beginning of the MEBAA first show. So, and you've been very supportive, and you've been really partnering with us. So I really wanted to highlight that and thank you all. And really, without you, as I mentioned earlier, we wouldn't be where we are. And without sending the right message to everybody, to the world, that how good is MEBAA show is, and how promising, and how actually we are a business tool for the business aviation community. Thank you for all. Tim, if you wanted to add anything.
Oh, I think you're on mute, Tim.
Thank you to the media for coming, and also thank you to Ali and the MEBAA Association team for obviously driving business aviation in the region. You see the hard work come to fruition at events like this biannually, and I think it's as we said, it's a huge confidence in the region for the volume of international and regional companies that really see the Middle East as an attractive proposition for business, not just now, but over the next few years. We've seen aviation have a huge rebound over the last few years, and the numbers at MEBAA show certainly support the interest levels and the confidence of companies to be here. So we're expecting a fantastic show. We look forward to seeing you all there, and seeing what's in show in person. The point of the shows is to really have all the major companies in the same place at the same time, and give everybody the opportunity to hear from experts, and for our companies to showcase their products. And it's a very unique opportunity to actually come and see, touch and feel, and see the entire supply chain of business aviation in the region. So thank you again, and also thank you to Ali and the MEBAA Association for the support in driving business aviation in the region.
Tim and Ali, I think your closing remarks have inspired some additional questions. So we'll take one more from Danusha, and actually we've got time for a couple more in case anyone else has some. So Danusha, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I'm sorry I didn't ask this earlier, but it just struck me that you are introducing AAMs to the show this year. So I just want to learn, and this is a question to the both of you, how do you think air taxis are going to complement business jets industry? Do you think we'll have a future in Dubai where someone lands on a private jet here in Dubai and they're able to just hop on an air taxi and head off to Burj Khalifa? Is that something that could be a possibility in the future?
I can start, and then I will ask Tim to comment on the show part of how the AAM going, and the BizUp talk that we have a whole session about it. But as far as eVTOL and the aircraft, unmanned aircraft, and how we're going to see the future. This is a subject that we really discuss it over the international arena. And Dubai is leading. The UAE is, whether we like it or not, it is leading the whole aspect. So I expect to see the promise that His Highness promised everybody by I think by next year, some aircraft going above our head, unmanned aircraft, and the air taxi, what's called. I believe the Civil Aviation Authority, the General Civil Aviation Authority, working very, very closely on adopting a safe operation, adopting rules which can cater for the demand and the growth that might happen. But again, it's as a new product, we have to all wait and see. Yes, there is a huge discussion and the potential is very high. But at the end of the day, there's nothing come without challenge. So there is a challenge to what we are aiming to do, and it is at the end of the day a complementary to business aviation. We look forward, to be able to make life easy when passengers arrive from long hop to Dubai. We wanted an aircraft could take him from the airport to the hotel right way, so seamless, without further delay. So this is what we are actually aiming on the business aviation and private aviation arena overall. It is not far away coming, and the future is a lot of promising by our industry has been delivered, and I believe this promise will be delivered as well. Tim, what do you think about this from the show perspective?
Yeah, we have Lilium and Joby. Joby have obviously announced a partnership with the UAE in recent times. I think we're seeing this getting ever closer to happening. The vertiports have recently been announced as the initial stages of construction taking place. So it looks like it's something that's coming quickly, coming rapidly. UAE leading the way in this, and these companies certainly wouldn't be present at a business aviation event if they didn't feel it was an important market, and also an opportunity for them to work with the manufacturers and also the operators that we have at the show. So I think it is seen as a big part. How the dots are connected over the next year, I think we'll hopefully see some valuable insights at MEBAA through the BizAv talks, and also some of the manufacturers themselves will be there to discuss on the progress. But I think the UAE is rapidly moving in that direction, and we hope it will connect the entire industry, and be a great way for travel and seamless travel that the UAE is very strong at.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tim.
gentlemen. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Thank you, Ali. Any final questions from anyone before we close? I see no more hands raised and no more questions in the chat. So thank you, everybody. Once again, we look forward to seeing you all at the event. If you do have any further questions, feel free to email us or call us anytime, and we'll be happy to get back to you on those, and appreciate everyone's time today. And we wish you all a pleasant rest of the day, and once again, excited to see you all at the MEBAA show.